Alright boys, welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be breaking down the whole of Dirty Docks. This location is pretty not popular and popular in some regions. EU, it's not that popular, but we're going to break it down because this is my landing spot. I've already done this with my trio, so that's why I want to start with Dirty Docks. After Dirty Docks, next video we do like this later on the week is going to be Sweaty Sands we're going to break down. Then after that is Pleasant. We're going to do Salty Towers as well. And they're all requests from subs. So if you want to get your request in, hit that sub button and drop down below, comment, and whichever one gets the most likes is what we're going to do. But let me explain what we're going to do. I'm not sure if there's going to be background music. First of all, I've never done a video like this. I've done this before, but not a video like this. Let me get out my pen real quick. So the IGL is going to be a blue color. So what this whole graph means, if I'm drawing in blue over here on Dirty Docks, that's going to represent the IGL. Okay, that's what he has to do. If I draw in purple or pink, if you will, that's going to be what the fragger has to do. And for support, it's going to be red. Now look, this isn't just for trios, because if you're a solo, just do what the blue marker says. It'll still apply, okay? It will still apply. If you're playing duos, you have your IGL and your fragger, so just play those two roles. And support, if you've no support, just ignore it. You get me? It'll work for every mode. Solos, duos, trios, no squads. But look, this is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to come with the black pen first of all. Black pen basically means we need to split this up, okay? There's different ways you can loot this. First of all, if you split it in the middle, so the middle is right here. Okay, look, you can follow the loot right there, no loot. That's your split, okay? Now, then you split it down like this. Now you're splitting it into a half, a quarter, a quarter. Okay, that's the way I see it, is you can split it like this. Because if you're playing trios, you're going to land down here. One of them's going to land here. One of them's going to land here. So you've got spots here. You've got a spot here. And you've got a spot here. Okay, now this is just me breaking down. I already know where I'm going with this, so don't worry. And then if you're trios, you land here. You can land here and you can land here. So you can have one guy here, one guy here, one guy here. You can have one guy here, one guy here, one guy here. So that's for trios, okay? So you can have a team here, and you can also fit a team here if you split it correctly, okay? But now, out of these three, which is the most overpowered? Well, it would have to be this top right corner, because out of the amount of loot you get from here, and the amount of mats you can get from here, this is the best corner to land in. Now down here, you do, in solos, it could be more powerful to land down here, and just literally probably make a loot route like, hit cranes, dip off cranes down here, and then dip, just out, gone, out one of them directions down low, take a boat and just up, whatever which way you want to go. If you just want to play passive, just take this little amount of a corner here, okay? If you want to play passive. Now look, I'm going to undo some of this stuff, but this is where I'm going to go with it. I'm going to explain what I would do and what my team are currently doing. But not my team, our team is currently doing. So you have a split like this. Let me just get rid of everything. I'm now going to get rid of this black line. So just remember this little split. Take a screenshot if you need to. This is the trio split. So either land in 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. This is the most overpowered spot. And if this video blows up, a lot of people are going to be landing here. My drop spot's going to be scuffed. But I never really thought about that. So let me just get rid of these real quick. Get this pen out. We're going to start with the IGL. So basically, and let me get my color. We're going blue. Okay, blue represents the IGL. You want your IGL to land this back building. Okay, now watch what I do. This is the IGL's building. Alright. Now, when your IGL lands here, he has, let me add this up. We got 12 floor loot weapons, and we've got 5 chests. Okay, that's big. But look, everyone goes this building, so you're probably already saying that. Okay, so now, before we continue, I'm going to map out everybody's spot and then explain it. So you're going to land here. More specifically, you're going to go in here from this side. So when you're coming in, just I'm just going to draw, I'll do it in black, okay? If you're swinging in here, let's say you're gliding in, you're gliding in, you're gliding in. What you can do from here is 2 things. You can go here and get this side chest. Or you can swing around. No, sorry, not the side chest. You can get the loot that spawns on this little balcony. Or you can swing around, grab this chest. Or in the corner down low right here, there can be a weapon spawn. That's what I recommend you do. Even in solos, I recommend you still do that. I'll show you why now, okay? So let me get my pen. Rub that. No, I didn't mean to rub that out. God dang it. Let me get that blue line back real quick. And let me continue. So IGL here, in that corner where I've just marked. And then what you want to get to do is your fragger, okay? Not your fragger, sorry, your support role. Let me get the red. Okay, support is also going to land here. Solos, or duos or trios, your support is going to land here. What he's going to do is this. He's going to come in right on this side, okay? That door right here, he's going to come in this door, right down here. And you're going to come in this door. So basically, what that means is, let's just say, in this case, yellow, because we're not using yellow, this is going to be an enemy. You know this loot here, you got a spawn here, and you've got a weapon spawn up here. This is on the roof I'm talking about. And you see this little crack. They're going to go down this little crack 9 times out of 10. That or they're bailing. But when they come down this little crack, you've got your support role coming in, and you've got me coming in. And even if it's a 2v2, they're split for loot. You've got on both sides. He's pinched in the middle. So the yellow is either going to go for your fragger, and then you kill him. Your fragger might get finished, okay, if he's crap. But if he's not crap, and he doesn't get scuffed, like, you're going to kill him. Okay, you're going to kill this guy 9 times. There's no way. It's a 1v2. You guys both have guaranteed guns. Literally, when you come in here, there's 2 weapon spawns. You can see what you're going to grab if you land on the balcony. So, you know, it's not RNG completely. There's guaranteed to be floor loot or a chest. There's got to be at least one, okay? You've got a 1 in 3. There's 3 different loot spawns you can take as an IGL coming in here. So, there's got to be at least one, you know? That's my eyes on it. And it hasn't failed us yet, this little strategy I've got going, okay? Let me get rid of this, this, and this. Okay, so that's your IGL and your support. Now, I will show where they're going to go if this gets really heavily contested by 2 people. If this gets contested by 1, take this. Even if it gets contested by 2 on your own confidence, take it. But if this is getting contested already by 2 teams, you don't want to contest it even more. If it's not doable, I'll show you where to split after I map out where your fragger is going to go. Your fragger should land this building right here. I'll show you why in a second. This is the second most overpowered building in that little corner. Now, he is a bit split from you. And he's going to want to land here on the chimney, if he can. If not, he's got to have a back out route planned. That's up to him to learn every building and the most optimal way to loot it. I can't explain that right now, but there is most optimal ways to loot it. And you just need to go into some playground or something, whatever it's called right now. I can't remember that shitty mode, but go into that and have a look around, see where the chests spawn, and map out the best way to loot it. Because the chest spawns in that are 100%. Okay? So now look, you're not that split. If he needs to pull back to you guys, because there's people, let's say, right, we're going back to yellow for enemies again. Let's say there's a team here playing this split, okay? Even not, maybe they're playing this split. So he's pinched here, here, and here. He can't get on the roof. What pink needs to do, so your fragger needs to just come back to you. Look at that straight line. He can make it across there. He'll get enough mats from this building to make it across to you guys. Now it's a tree. The 3 of you guys here can push out at this one guy. Then it's a 3v2. Because he's so split from the rest of his team. Okay, that's a hard split right there. That's not as bad as this. It might look like more. That is a better split than taking this building. This building has 5 floor loots and 2 chests. This has, I believe, let me get rid of my chests real quick. 11. We can count that if you want. So 12 floor loot, 3 chests. Okay, that's well more overpowered than this building. Okay, you get no mats from this building either. It's very low mats. Now, let me get my rubber and plot out where you're meant to rotate to. Okay. Actually, I'll do something else first. You'll get what I'm saying in a minute. So orange is like a sign of like danger, you know, like an orange light means like prepare to like get out of there or prepare to break. So with this orange right here is a backup building. This orange right here is a backup building. Okay? You gotta listen to what I'm about to say now as well. If this building gets contested, your fragger needs to back out and go here. Your fragger needs to go to here. Okay? Needs to. And you as an IGL need to go to here. Now, let's say this is out of play right now. Look what's going to happen. Look at that. Look how close you guys are. Look at that diagonal line. Okay? You guys are playing as a unit right now. That gives you so many options. If this building here is contested, you can wrap around like that. You can go full on. You can go under. What's happening there? They can't go anywhere. Can't go out. Can't go up because your teammate's going to shoot them from the back. Okay, that little tree line here gives you so many options. That's why you back out to that. So The orange boxes are your backup spots. This is your IGL's backup spot. This is your support's backup spot. Okay, now the fragger isn't alone, and you're not too scuffed. This is a fast building for the IGL to loot. And then you can dip down, you can dip back, you can dip up. Preferably up so you're staying close as a trio. And where this does flaw is if this is scuffed. Okay, or sorry, is if this is scuffed. In duos, I forgot to mention this. In duos, okay, this is your fragger's building, but your IGL still goes here. Okay, you still want to be that close to him if this gets contested, because then you boys can both one rotate up, one rotate under. You can still make that play if there's a team here in duos. So the IGL always backs out here, and if uncontested, if you not like guaranteed uncontested, let your support drop from here. Don't let him go here. You take this whole building as an IGL and let your support back up to here. Okay, let him do that, because then it's easier for him to loot, and this is the way he should loot. Your support should rotate like this. If he lands here uncontested, this is the way he should loot. Even if so, it's still the same way you should loot. Watch this. Give me my pen back. I'll do the IGL's loot route first, okay? Because that makes sense, because everybody here is probably an IGL. You want to rotate to this. Okay? When you come out of here, the first place you're going is this box right here. Okay? You're getting your 2 chests. One is in this truck and one is in these crates over here. And you're getting all your pallets. Okay? Then, because this is your backup spot as an IGL, you're rotating up here to go into this building and loot it. That's your second spot. Then that's literally all you have to loot. You're just chilling then. You don't loot anything else. Now watch this. Your fragger, let me get my red. I know this isn't a very entertaining video, but it's giving out a lot of information. Your fragger, when he loots up this building, instead of splitting down south with you, he continues and goes over to this building. Sorry, not your fragger, your support. Your support goes over to this building, loots it, comes out this side, and drops down here, and loots this. Okay? So this is also his building to claim. So his loot route is from main with you, up to here, down to here. That's if it's contested, you're both taking this building. If this building's uncontested, just get him to land here and take here. And you have this whole building to yourself, and this as the IGL. You need all this as an IGL because there's a lot of metal in these 2 buildings, and there's a lot of wood here. You'll get max wood. You need to always prioritize mats as IGL. Okay? And you'll get really good loot as an IGL. A lot of ammo in Dirty Docks. A lot. Like, look when I turn this on. This is also another reason. Look. You've got so many ammo crates, man. It's insane. But look. I hope this is making sense, man. I really do. I hope it's easy to follow. Then your fragger's loot route is just going to be out of here into here. This is his other building right down here. Is this. Okay? That's his second building. Is these 2 buildings right here. They're his buildings. And then it's just a matter of whatever you want to do. Because now you have control. If it was uncontested, or even if it was contested, you still want to... Remember I was saying about the split a minute ago like this? Now this is getting a bit sloppy. I'll clean it up in a second. The split like this. Okay? You control this third right now. You want to get control of this quarter you control. You want to control this quarter. And then as a team, like when you... let me clean this up real quick for a second, and then I'll get back onto what I'm saying. So, like this. Let me get the pen out. As a team, your fragger is going to rotate down from here. Okay? Then you're in this building as blue, and if you didn't, like, sometimes the blue will drift over here to, like, if there's a fight, you gotta fight it. But if not, you're automatically coming back down into this corner to loot from over here in this general area. You're still rotating down, and then your fragger is... Let me get out my pen. Or my fragger. Why do I keep saying it? Your support is also rotating down like this. So then you're going down. If there's a team down here, you're taking them out. If not, you're just getting all the loot and moving, if you can. If not, the bare minimum you take is Brutus's submachine gun, and then you dip. Okay? You dip up or down. Now that's how you loot it. Okay, that's how to loot it. What I'm going to do is zoom out a bit and show you how to rotate out of there, because I feel like that would be very, very helpful. If that's okay, like if it's too long, I'll try and segment the video as well so you can see how to do it. So I'm getting rid of all of this right now, so hopefully you took your screenshots. I should have timestamps if you need to go back though. Hopefully I do. That's the best way to loot it. So even if it's a solo, you're an IGL. That's what that means. If you're playing solo, there's just an IGL. You're the IGL and the fragger. So IGL needs to land here. So in solos, you just land here. And if you can't get it, you land here. Fragger, he just lands here all the time. Or, yeah, he just lands here all the time. So if he can't make it with you here, he's landing here. Support, always landing here. But if uncontested, he lands here. See, it's a GG like that. And it's not up for the support to know that this is contested. It's up for the IGL to tell him, hey, look, don't land with me. It's uncontested. Land on your own spot. It's up to the IGL to tell him that. Now, when I zoom out for a hot minute here, look at rotates and how we can get out of this. I might need to zoom out like for a hot minute, get rid of the chests and the weapon spawns. Okay, now look at this. Try and get it in a nice spot like this. Okay, we're gonna rotate like this. You never, first of all, 30 docks is the spot. Okay, we can forget about all this over here. By the way, now this does not make any sense. It's like right now we're done with this. This does not need to be confusing you. Right here, the colors don't mean the same now. By the way, if I use different colors, you've got 30 docks. Your landing spot. Okay. I'm not going to talk about where the bus comes in. It doesn't matter where the bus comes in from. You still take those landing spots that I just explained. But as far as rotating out, you got three options. Basically, you've got three. You have more than three. But you have up the coast, which is more passive. Okay. You've got down the coast, which is more passive. If zone is there, I highly recommend rotating dead side. If it's a placement tournament, if you need to go for kills, I'll show you what to do now. Now, red for danger, which means don't do. Never do this. Never either go like this, this, or this. Never. You don't want to do that. I'll tell you why. You don't want to do that because you're going into the most stacked place in the game. You don't want to be in the center of the zone. I'll show you why in a minute when I go to explain how circles work and how dead side works. I know most of you know how dead side works, but I'll show you how to identify dead zone in this video as well. I know I've been talking for a hot minute. It's going to be a long one, but trust me, it will be worth it. Now, you never want to rotate those red ways. Show you now why. The next best thing to these two pink things, if zone is coming in too hard on you after you fall, and you can't get a boat and rotate down or rotate up, the second best thing you can do, I'm going to do this in blue, is swing like this, out of dirty, and curvature around like that. That's the next best thing. Curvature like that, okay? Tell you why is because you're still on the majority of the dead side. Okay? You're still dead side, but there's still a chance the steamy... Like, you would play this if you're going to be a bit more aggressive. Put it like this. There's people here, they just rotated out with steamy, okay? This is a fat team. Right? When you rotate with this blue line, you are going at that team. Like, you're like this. You are going to fight this team head on, like that. That's the plan here. You're going to fight them. You're playing more aggressive, you will take these blue lines. If you're playing like, you want some kills, easy kills, you will play the blue line, which is what we tend to do. Unless we really need placement, you play that blue line. But look at this. You're going head on at that team there. If you want to full on avoid that team, doesn't matter about rotating later on, you take the pink line. Because the yellow team is just rotating into the place that they're not meant to rotate, first of all. And you get up and around behind them. So now they're in here, while your team is up here. You can see them, they can't see you because you're behind them. That's the way you got to play it. Hold on a second. Okay, I'll probably edit that out, but my dog is just barking, sorry about that. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, that's how you would rotate it. Now look, it makes common sense now when I get rid of all of this. Okay, red, you just don't go. I'll show you why now. Red, don't go into the dead center. Right, now let's say you rotate like this. I'm going to do two zone scenarios. I'm going to do a zone down here that's like this big. That seems like a good zone, like that, okay? Same with up here. There's going to be a zone like this. Same sort of zone. Not as big for some reason. But right. When you look at it like this, the reason you don't want to go into where those red markers were is because of this. Pleasant, pulling in. Hunter's Haven, pulling in. Coliseum, pulling in. Salty Towers, pulling in. Weeping Woods, pulling in. Slurpee, pulling in. Here, pulling in for the rocket launcher. If you want to, this probably is contested a bit coming in. Holly Hedges coming in. Sooty Sands coming in. Stealthy Stronghold definitely coming in. Core Castle might as well come in. If it is, like, you have to, like, you don't know what's happening up here, but this is the potential. This is the worst possible scenario here, definitely. Okay, now look at where all this heat is coming in at, is right here. So you know, you can tell dead side if you split this zone diagonal in this case, but you want to split the zone in half. This half is the stacked side because the whole zone is rotating in to lazy, into here. It's just going to be stacked. This red side is going to be stacked. But when you pull this purple line, you're up here. First of all, in amazing position, on height, looking down at the whole lobby. What is not to love? You're in dirty docks, where there is a... Sorry, let me take this out. We're not floor loot, we want ammo boxes. There's a total of 52 ammo boxes in the dirty docks. Now, you tell me how much ammo you're going to have on the whole lobby. In trios, in duos, doesn't matter, in solos. Still the best rotate. The same exact scenario, same formula applies for going up top, okay? This is the last part of the video, boys. I'm sorry for keeping you this long. Hopefully you are enjoying it, though. Coliseum rotating in. Pleasant rotating in. Craggy rotating in. Stealthy rotating in. This island, for sure, if it's duos. Sweaty rotating in. Salty rotating in. Holly rotating in. Weeping rotating in. Slurpy. Hunter's Haven. Lazy. Retail. Probably someone rotating up here through Dirty. Catty. Misty. Look at that as well. Anything else I'm missing? I think I'm probably Mandalorian would be a team there because they're weird. Coral Castle. Yeah, I think we covered most of it there. It doesn't matter, even if I cut out half of these, when you divide the zone in half, this is still dead side. This is still going to be stacked. But what comes then? What comes then? This side, you can probably take this little mountain up here. Not the best idea, but it can be done. So when you rotate up here, you're still on dead side. You can be up on top of one of the stacks up here. Let me just go back to the pink. You could be up here on one of the stacks. You could be up here on the building. You can just refarm this whole building. It's metal. You have a great position in zone. Again, the main thing is your team is facing this direction. Okay? And these boys in red are coming at you. So not nobody, it can be possible for teams to flank, and they will, the few teams. But the majority of teams are head on. And if you get zone, if you get half and half, they all have to pull at you. Okay? Not even half and half. If you just have the zone, people are just going to be rotating you. Free dinks, free storm surge, whatever you want to look at it as. You have a great position. That's all because you rotated dead side of dirty. Okay? And even if you pull the half dead side to go straight at Steamy, you're still getting the pick and have great positioning. Because like we said earlier, that team was right here on the exact corner of a half and half. Not half and half, but like the dead side. So you can still kill that team and rotate up. Even if that fight is very long, it's still a great fight to take because look at where it is on the map. Are you going to get third-partied? No, because look at that whole black zone. Well, that sounds a bit racist, but like the whole black circle, okay? Steamy Stacks is the only named location in that zone. So why else would there be a team drifting around up here? Yeah, I mean, you could take a fight here and make it last about 2 minutes before people start showing up, okay? Because you clean dirty, which means there's nobody rotating like this dead. Nobody's going to rotate this dead. Okay, the only other way for someone to rotate this dead is to come out of the back of retail and go up. Or to come from down here and pull up. Like, Jesus Christ, who's doing that, you know? In lower divisions, maybe someone is psychopathic enough to do that. But that takes way too much time to do that. So you see what I'm saying? You gotta play it like that, man. Now look, I hope this helped. This whole video helped. I know it's a bit of a different style. There's no real gameplay in it. I was going to leave gameplay, but the video I'm recording now for 23 minutes. So I'm going to leave it at that and run the outro. And hopefully you liked it. If you did, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this has been a great video. And I hope you all enjoyed. It was a very hard video to make. And if it does well, I will do more. Even if it doesn't do well, if it helped somebody, I'll still make another one because they're fun to make. And they expand my knowledge as a player as well. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that sub button. Now I'm going to record the Sweaty Sands one.